When reading Aristotle, you are looking for references to the mind and the body. So when you're reading the selection from the Nicomachean Ethics, for example, in section 3, Aristotle makes a brief reference to a rational principle, as I have highlighted here, which is clearly a reference to the mind. Also, down further in section 5, he makes a comment about how the mass of mankind prefer a life suitable to beasts, which has to do with basic bodily desires and appetites, and that's a reference to the body. And towards the end of that section, he also makes a reference to the contemplative life. We can also learn a lot about Aristotle's views about the body and the mind from his discussion of slavery and the relation between men and women in the politics selection that I have given you. So, for example, in part 2, he talks about how one person is intended to be lord and master because of their foresight, which they have through the exercise of the mind, and the other is by nature, because of its closeness to its body, a subject. And that's the slave. So he's clearly making a comparison between the mind and the master, and the slave and the body. He later on uses, indeed, the mind-body relation to flesh out the relation between the master and the slave. You can use those, that's here in section 5, you can use those comments to think about what Aristotle thinks the relation between the mind and the body is. There are additional places, both in section 4, section 5, and section 7, or section 6, 7, and other parts of the politics selections that I have given you that you can also use to figure out what Aristotle's view about the relation between the mind and the body and what the mind and the body are like.